Hi, you got a minute?
Sure, sit down. What is that look I detect on your face?
Well, ever since I heard that Cassie was taking on your case, I haven't been able to stop worrying about her. Now, did you talk her into dropping this investigation like I asked you?
I'm sorry, Rob. She's determined to go through with it.
Damn.
I know what you're feeling. I'm beginning to be a little concerned myself now.
Why?
Well,
Is she all right?
I wish I knew. Yesterday, she went to Atlantic City to follow leave. I haven't heard a word since.
Do you know exactly where she went?
Well, she gave me the name of the casino. Yeah, this is...
Thank you.
Hey, what are you doing? You going there?
No, I gotta make sure she doesn't get in over her head. Hey, Rob. Hey, Max, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Joanna's supposed to meet me here for breakfast, but when she shows up, we just tell her that I had to leave for a little while and I'll meet her later. Thanks.
I don't...
Blackjack. Damn it.
How's it going?
I'm losing a bundle, that's how it's going. Where the hell have you been?
Hanging around all night waiting to talk to you.
Why haven't you been sitting next to me?
I had to stretch my legs, okay?
Well, from now on, you stay put. You got that?
Why should I?
Because that was the deal. You bring me luck, and I give you the scoop on why I made that phone call to your friend, Renee.
Look, I am tired of hanging around now. Why don't you just talk to me?
What, are you crazy? I'm not walking away from this table till those $100 babies come home to Papa.
Oh, at this rate, they could be orphans the rest of their lives. I'm not going to hang around and wait for you to hit a thing.
Yes, you will. If you want that information on your friend's little IOU, you will sit down and start bringing me back the luck I need to break this dealer's winning streak.
Okay, Asa. Oh, Resident Cordero Roberts, European Medical Association. All right, Dr. Bruner, let's see if we can find out what happened to those 2 years that are missing from your file in Switzerland. Huh, Cord Roberts, must be my lucky day. All those letters from Dee Dee to her Uncle Pete. Thank you, Pamela.
Hey, Nigel. How you doing this morning?
Hey, Clint.
Morning, son. Ace up and about yet?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I saw him out on the terrace.
Oh.
What's up?
Well, I stopped in to check out that rumor I told you I'd heard. You know, about Ace looking to sell that Southwestern newspaper? By the way, your Uncle Bo, is he here?
No, I haven't seen him. Listen, have you talked to Bo about this rumor?
Yeah, I confronted him with it. He denied it. Denied knowing anything about it. Went into his little tap dance.
And did you buy that story?
Well, let's say I think that he needs to brush up on his dance steps. He's beginning to stumble over his own 2 feet just a little too damn often.
Thanks, Rob.
You're welcome.
So tell me, how's Steve doing?
Well, he's hanging in there, but there's really no change.
Oh, golly, I'm so sorry. How are you holding up?
Oh, I'm just taking it one day at a time.
And Gabrielle?
Well, she took a cruise with Tina. I hope she gets the break she needs from all of this.
Lordy, she's had one living nightmare.
Yeah.
What about little Al? Did she take him with her?
No, he's with me, and I can't tell you how nice that has been.
Oh, looks like you have one worrisome customer.
No, it's Al's babysitter. Would you excuse me?
Certainly.
What happened? Why did you leave Al?
He's gone.
What do you mean, gone?
He was still sleeping when I got up this morning, so I decided to take my shower. When I came out, he was missing, and there was a note from Gabrielle saying she'd taken him home.
It's impossible. Gabrielle's on a ship in the middle of the Caribbean.
I think you'd better call the police.
No, I think I better call Gabrielle first, just in case. It's Max. Give me an outside line. Come on. Come. Gabrielle? Gabrielle? Pick it up. Damn. No answer. Yeah, put me through again. What is it? Yeah, this is Max Holden. Let me talk to Rafe Garrettson.
Really, son, I think you're kicking up a dust storm here.
I'm not, Pa. I'm not. This rumor came straight from the managing editor.
Clint, I certainly would remember if I sold off one of my major newspapers.
Well, I would certainly hope that you would. That's what I'm trying to find out. Pa, Bo is not doing this company any good. Look at the beating we took on those Orca wells. Now, I really think that he's getting in over his head, and I want to stop him before he cuts us another one of his lousy deals.
Well, fine. We'll sit down and talk to him about it.
I've already sat down and had a talk with him about it.
What did he say?
He completely denied the rumor, said he had no intention of selling the newspaper.
So what are you bothering me about it for?
Pa, it is too damn important to just shrug it off. Now, we got to get Bo to stop making these big decisions without discussing it first with you or me.
All right, I guess you're right. Nigel? Do you have any idea where Bo went?
No, sir. He left early this morning without leaving word. What about Cord? Is he still here?
No, and I don't know where he went either, except that he was in a hurry.
Well, Clint, it looks like you and me hanging around the old corral. Why don't you relax, son, and I'll have Nigel rustle up some breakfast. We'll straighten all this out when Bo gets back.
I got my doubts about that, Pa, but I will take you up on your offer. I think maybe you and I having breakfast together give us a chance to clear up some of these questions I have about the changes in Brother Bo.
Here you go, Al. Oh, sweetheart. Did you miss me as much as I missed you? You know, I never should have let Tina talk me into that horrible trip. I couldn't enjoy myself because I missed you so much. Yes, I did. Ooh, telephone. Want to go? Let's go, baby. Oh, yes. Oh. Come on, sweetheart. You stay here just for a minute. Down you go. Oh, sweetheart, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Oh. Hello?
Oh, thank God you answered, Gabrielle. It's Rafe.
Rafe, what is it? You sound upset.
I'm not sure yet. Listen, is Al there with you?
Yes, he is. He's right here.
Let me talk to her. What the hell is the matter with you? You had me scared half out of my mind.
Oh, it's you, Max.
Damn right it's me. Why didn't you tell me you got back and took the baby?
Well, if you'd got somebody to read you the note I left you, then you'd know I took my son home where he belongs.
Damn it, Gabrielle.
Goodbye, Max.
Don't you dare hang up on me, Gabrielle. Gabrielle! Damn.
Easy, Max. Calm down. The baby's safe. It's all that matters.
Yeah, I guess so. Rafe, I'm sorry for bringing you here. False alarm. I'm sorry. I just had no way of knowing she cut her cruise short.
No, don't worry about it. Just get yourself a breather before you go off on a tear, all right?
Rudy. Look at, you cover for me, okay? I gotta straighten this out.
Sure.
Ah, Mrs. Sanders. Your table will be ready in just a moment.
Oh, good morning, Elizabeth. Dr. Bruner.
Miss Devine?
Well, if you're staying for breakfast, I heartily recommend my favorite. They have a real down-home Western omelet. My dear, if we were interested in home cooking, we'd have stopped off at Mom's Diner. Yes. Tell me, Dr. Bruner, how is Ace feeling?
Physically, he's quite improved.
And mentally? Well, really, I am astonished at the audacity of your even asking about the poor man. I admit there's no love lost between Ace and me, but at least I didn't try to drug him into an early grave. Honey, I'm not so sure about that.
Well, Dr. Bruner.
Looks like I got a few more missing pieces of the puzzle as far as you're concerned. Only problem is how they fit together. Maybe there's something in all these letters from Dee Dee. Maybe that'll help me out. Let's see, we got, Trieste, December 2nd. We got Geneva, December 10th. And Munich, December 24th. When the heck? Oh. Wait a second. Dear Pete and Pam, I know it's cliche about having a wonderful time and wishing you were here, but it's true. I wish you could see Munich right now. All the decorations are up and Bo and I are absolutely taken by the beauty of it all. It's as if the whole town has come to life. The joy and the wonderment of Christmas. Christmas in Munich. What is it, Bo? Come on, tell me. I mean, if you and Dee Dee, you were traveling all over Europe, then when were you held? Oh, Lord, why didn't I think of this before? Oh.
Clint, what are these changes in Bo you keep harping on?
Well, for one, his sudden interest in power and money.
Why is that so surprising? He's a Buchanan, isn't he?
I'm a Buchanan, remember? I wouldn't for a minute consider putting a whole town out of work, and neither would the old Bo, Pa.
Old Bo, new Bo. I mean, I think you're reading too much into all of this.
Oh, really? What about his sudden interest in Tina? Why is he being so nice to her all of a sudden when before they hardly even spoke 2 words to each other? And what about his dislike for Renee when obviously you were in love with her? What made him suspect that she was drugging you when nobody else did, including you, according to Vicky?
Please, Clint, stop. Give me a headache.
Oh, I'm sorry, but these actions of Bo have got me stymied.
I'm going to tell you something. You should get down on your knees and thank the Lord that your brother was around to save me from that gold digger who was going to drug me into oblivion.
Miss Devine to see you, sir.
Good morning, darling. Hello, Clint.
Renee?
What the hell are you doing here? Didn't I tell you to stay out of my life?
15. Great.
All right, that's it. All your little chicks have run away from home. It's time for you and I to talk.
16? 16? Lend me $100.
What?
I know I can win with your money. You're my lucky charm, remember?
Forget it. I'm not giving you any money.
What happened to double or nothing for what I know?
No. I'm not giving you a penny until you tell me who's paying you off to keep quiet.
Who said anybody was funding my silence?
Oh, come on. Now, don't play dumb. Now, somebody obviously paid you to lie about Renee Devine, and they also have a big stake in making you stay quiet about it. Now, come on, tell me, who is it?
You've got such a pretty little neck. Why are you willing to risk it like this?
Listen, I told you I'm a friend of Sherry's now. You tell me who's paying you to keep quiet, and I pay you double whatever they're giving you. That's the deal. Take it or leave it here and now.
You know, if you'd be willing to come up to my room and talk this over like old friends, it might not cost you anything to get what you came for.
No, I'm sorry, but take your hands off me, all right?
Is that any way to talk to the man who holds the key to your friend's innocence?
Look, I said take your hands
You heard
off
what this
me.
lady said. Back off.
You all right? Hey, what's going on?
I thought I asked you to stop this investigation.
Oh, I get it. The Coopy doll sets me up, then brings the cops in to finish me off.
No, it is not like that. Now listen to me.
Tell it to my back.
No, Jake.
Let him go, Cass. It's over.
Oh! You ruined everything.
I synced your neck.
You blew my one chance to clear Renee.
Coming.
Where's my son?
Shh, I just put him down for a nap.
Where is he? I want to see him. I want to make sure he's all right.
What's the matter with you? Why are you so angry?
I don't trust you. Now, where is he? Is he in the nursery?
Yes, but don't wake him up. satisfied?
All right, I'm sorry. Look, when I thought Al was kidnapped, the adrenaline just started pumping a little bit too much.
Why don't you trust me with our son? Do you really think I'd ever let anything happen to him?
Why didn't you tell me that you were jumping ship early and that you were planning to pick him up and bring him back home?
It wasn't a calculated step. When the cruise ship stopped at the first dock, I decided to tell Tina I really wasn't enjoying myself, and I flew home.
I thought you took this little trip to get a rest.
Yeah, how could I? When the last thing that you told me was you threatened to take my son away from me. Tina would have shown me all the hot spots, but, you know, I really couldn't concentrate on them because I was afraid to come home and find out I may have lost my son.
I'm sorry I spoiled your trip. I just overreacted when you told me about Mrs. Carruthers watching Al while you went away. I was hurt you didn't ask me first.
How could I ask you? We were barely on speaking terms since you found out I wrote that letter.
That's why I thought it was a good idea that you went on that cruise. Maybe give you a chance to sort some things out and come up with some rational conclusions.
Oh, well, I did, and I have. I realized that I've lost your love. And that throwing myself at you really is useless. Max, I'm sorry for all the lies and the deceit. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me, because I think we should get things back to the way they should be. Us as Al's parents, you as Steve's brother, and me as his wife.
Can't tell you how glad I am to hear that. And I really think that you and Steve will be happy once he recovers.
If he recovers.
We gotta hang on to hope, Gabrielle. Now, Brenda McGillis has faith, so should we. What's the matter? You okay?
Suddenly I don't feel so good.
Maybe you better sit down.
No, I think I've... Oh, God.
I can't believe it. I can't believe you got the gall to come here after what you did to me.
Paul, would you please calm down?
Not until I find out what this woman's doing here.
Asa, but I thought you wanted to see me. You said you did. Have you forgotten again?
What is going on here? Are you all trying to treat me like some mental incompetent?
I was here 2 days ago. You sent your limo for me.
I did what?
Pa, she's right. Vicky and I were here while she was visiting you.
I remember that. But I didn't send my chauffeur for today.
Asa, darling, please, I just came to see how you were feeling.
I never felt better.
Then you think that Dr. Bruner's treatment is working?
Dr. Bruner is doing a great job. And I would feel even better if people would stop pestering me.
Asa, darling, is there anything that I can do?
Yes. Don't be here when I get back.
Renee, I'm sorry. Obviously, Paul is not as healthy as he thinks he is.
Thank you. Oh, Clint, did Vicky tell you about our talk yesterday?
She told me that you're concerned about Dr. Bruner's abilities. As far as I can see, he's a good doctor. Asa likes him.
Yes, but what about... Oh, never mind. Will you tell Asa that I'm sorry I upset him? I only came here because I care about him.
I know you do. I know you do, and I appreciate your concern.
Thanks.
Buchanan residence? Pete, how the devil are you? What have you been up to these days? It's Clint. Yeah. What are you doing in Brussels? What do you mean you're returning Court's call? Dee Dee, what about her? What about Dee Dee? Pete, what do you mean she's missing? You mean she's disappeared?
It's useless to try and change my mind, Elizabeth. My involvement at this point is far too dangerous.
We all share the danger, Doctor. But we have gone too far to allow Cord's snooping to worry us.
Well, that's easy for you to say, because you're not up there in the front line like I am.
I appreciate your position, but you must stand firm.
You don't know what it's like living in that mansion, constantly being on guard, constantly worrying if Cord is going to find the medication that I'm giving Asa.
All the more reason you should have given him an antidote, which I asked you to do.
I won't do it, Elizabeth. Such an increase could very well kill Asa, and I never agreed to murder being part of the operation. I will not risk everything that I've worked for. I've mastered the techniques of laser surgery, and I intend to return to Europe and concentrate on helping patients, not harming them.
Not before you finish your job here.
Listen to me, Elizabeth. You may wish to remain on a sinking ship, but I don't. This whole shoddy affair is falling apart, and I have no intention of sinking with you and Henry.
You look beat.
That's because I was up all night trying to get this guy to talk, and he was just about to when you came in and did your deadly do-right act.
Well, from everything I could tell, you were in need of rescue.
Rob! Wait a minute. Now, how did you know where to find me?
Renee told me.
Oh, great.
She also told me that you're going ahead with this investigation.
Oh, so you just jump on your horse and gallop off to save the damsel in distress, is that it?
Cassie, I came here because I didn't want to see you get hurt. I still care about you.
Really? I wonder how your new wife would feel about that.
Joanna's got nothing to do with it.
She has got everything to do with this. So why don't you just go back to your castle where you belong?
Cassie, I am not leaving here without you.
Well, then you better set up a cot and make yourself comfortable, because I'm not going anywhere with you. In fact, I don't care if I ever see you again.
Cassie, don't do this to me.
I'm sorry, am I hurting you? Maybe now you know how I've felt the past couple of weeks.
Cassie, I never meant to hurt you. I meant to save you.
Save me? Wait a minute, now what is going on? Rob, tell me, why are you here?
5:15.
Because if you had second thoughts about Joanna, it's too late.
You okay?
Yes, it was just a nasty bit of nausea.
Did you get sick on the cruise? Is that why you came back early?
You could say that.
Well, have you seen a doctor yet? Is there something I can do?
I'm afraid you've already done your bit. And there really isn't a doctor in the whole world who could undo it.
Would you mind not talking in circles and telling me what's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. I can handle it.
Handle what?
You told me that I have to stop relying on you so much. And you're right. Whatever happens to me and my babies really shouldn't be your responsibility.
What did you say? Did you say babies?
Yes, babies. I'm pregnant, Max. Why the blank stare? You know what it means to be pregnant?
Are you sure?
I know what it feels like to be pregnant. I know the signs, particularly morning sickness.
Is it Steve's?
No. It's yours again.
Oh, God. This could destroy Steve.
You don't have to worry. You don't have to acknowledge this child. If and when Steve comes out of a coma, I'm going to tell him that it's his.
You gonna keep it then?
Get out! Just get out!
Gabrielle, I'm sorry.
Oh, how dare you! Do you really think I could ever get rid of a child I was carrying?
No. I didn't mean that. I wasn't thinking.
That's your problem, Max. You never think about the consequences of anything that you say or do. Oh, always find the easy way out. Oh, God. I'm glad you deserted me in Argentina. You probably would have wanted me to get rid of Al, too.
No! I love Al more and more every day. Look, I'm sorry about what I said.
No, you're not. Nothing would make you happier than to just find a way to get rid of your mistake. Well, it's too late. I have been blessed again, and I'm gonna keep it. Now get out!
Hey, Clinton, how you doing? What are you still doing here?
Oh, I had breakfast with Asa.
Oh, yeah? You ever get a chance to talk to him about those rumors?
No,
Selling
not
off that
yet.
paper?
No, not yet. You missed a phone call from Pete O'Neill.
Did he leave a message?
No, just that he's been all over Europe looking for Dee Dee. He's been every place that she's written him from. He can't find her. He's becoming worried that something's happened to her.
Oh, damn, sorry I missed that call.
Yeah. He said he was returning your call.
Oh,
What's going on? Why'd you try to get a hold of him in the first place?
well, I haven't talked to Pete in quite some time. And talking to Pam, she said that he was in Europe, and I said, well, if he ever has a chance, have him give me a call.
I see. He said you were asking about Dee Dee.
Well, Pam had mentioned that that they were having trouble locating Dee Dee, and well, of course, you know, I was concerned about that, so I thought I would call, and you're not buying any of this, are you?
No, you always were a lousy liar.
Okay, Clint. Yeah, I did call Pete. See, I'm trying to get a hold of Dee Dee.
Why?
Because I think that maybe she can give us some insight as to what's happening to Bo and why he did this total turnaround ever since he's come back from Europe. See, I got this idea that maybe only Dee Dee is the one that can tell us what has happened to him in these last 2 years to cause him to act the way he's acting now.
Why didn't you come to me with all this?
Well, Clint, it's never been any secret about the way I've been confused about Bo's behavior.
Oh, I know that, but why didn't you tell me that you were trying to track Dee Dee down?
Well, I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if it was going to pan out, Clint. Listen, I didn't know what was going to come. Obviously, I was going to tell you of anything I found out first. And I'm sorry if I've upset you by taking care of it myself.
I'm not upset. I'm not upset. It's just that the things are getting more complicated around here by the minute. It's very obvious that Bo is beginning to act like a spooked horse these last few days. And frankly, now that I've heard about Dee Dee, I'm got to admit I'm a little concerned.
I heard you mention Dee Dee. Did she call?
No. No, I was just telling Cord about our discussion at breakfast about why Bo and Dee Dee split up and why she left him for another man. Right, son?
Yeah, right.
Excuse me. It's time for Mr. Buchanan's checkup and medication.
Again? I took one of your horse pills when I got out.
That was over 3 hours ago.
Ooh, so it was. How did noon get here so fast?
Asa, are you sure you're feeling all right?
Oh, I never felt better. Got my strength back, my appetite's improving. I'm sleeping like a baby. Thanks to the good doctor here, I'm like a colt, ready to get out the gate. But if that woman would just stop bothering me.
What woman?
It's okay, Pa. Renee already left.
Good.
Miss Devine was here?
She just stopped by to see how Asa was doing.
I wish she wouldn't do that. Her mere presence is terribly upsetting for Mr. Buchanan.
Oh, don't worry, Doctor. I sent her packing.
And so you should. Erratic pulse is always the result of her visits.
I'll get there. Excuse me. Hello. Hi. Could you hold on for like 1 second, please? Thanks. It's for me.
Fellas, why don't we take this out on the terrace and let Cord have some privacy?
I was just out there.
Good, then maybe you can show me the way.
Hi, Rob, it's me. I'm back.
I got your messages. What's up?
Listen, can you meet me over at the Banner? I think I may have got some information on our good friend, Dr. Bruner. Also, I got a hunch about Dee Dee.
What is it?
Well, I'll tell you about that later. But if everything works out the way I think it will, I think we're going to come up with some hard evidence proving that something has happened to Beau's ex-wife.
Who is it?
Kathy!
Oh, darling. Oh, how are you? Where have you been? I've been so worried about you. What happened?
I am as all right as you can be if you have spent the night hanging around a blackjack table.
Lordy, whatever for?
That was part of the deal to get the guy to talk, the guy who made those phone calls to you.
Then you found him. And did he come clean, admit that I didn't owe him money?
No, he came this close to singing when Rob barged in and ruined the whole thing.
Oh, dear.
Renee, why did you tell Rob I was down in Atlantic City?
Well, quite frankly, I was worried because I hadn't heard from you. And I think I said as much to Rob this morning, and he insisted on knowing where you were.
Ah, well, he certainly picked a rotten time to play Superman.
Why? What happened?
Well, Jake, that's the guy's name. He played it very cool at first. Then I told him I was a friend of his girlfriend, Sherry, and he didn't really go for that. He started to stall, and eventually he lost all his money. So he asked me for a payment up front of the money I promised him if he told me the truth. He was just about to tell me when Rob barged in and ruined it all. Jake thought Rob was a cop. He took off. Now I don't know where he is.
I'm sorry, darling. I guess it was all my fault.
Renee, listen, don't be so upset about it. I promise you, I tracked this guy down before. I'll get him again.
I'm not crying over spilt milk.
Then what is it?
I'll spare you the gory details, but I will tell you this much. I know now for a fact that Ace's mind is deteriorating rapidly. And I'm not giving up until I find out why.
For heaven's sake, Kurt, will you calm down? Every time you get excited, you break into German, and I cannot understand a single word you are saying.
Then let me spell it out for you in plain English. I'm through. I have to get somebody else to handle Asa.
Is this about Cord?
Yes. We overheard him on the phone telling someone he had new information on me.
He's bluffing.
Perhaps, but I'm not staying around to find out. I'm leaving the country immediately.
Don't be a fool. How will you explain your sudden departure?
I'll say a family emergency came up.
I am telling you, you are panicked over nothing. Our plan is very close to completion, and if you should leave now, we are...
Forget it, Elizabeth. I'm going, and that's final. Now, tell Lord Henry that I'm available if Beau needs me.
We all need you, Kurt. Right where you are.
I'm sorry, Elizabeth, but I cannot risk another night in this house. Good luck.
This is a letter from the European Medical Association. It says that about 10 years ago, Bruner ran into some trouble in Austria because he was practicing this surgical technique that was supposed to be outlawed. Anyway, they were going to take his license away from him, and this thing covered it up real quietly.
Meaning somebody stepped in, pulled some strings, and saved his career.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're talking about a payoff, and I think our most likely candidate is Lord Henry Layton.
All right, what about that hunch you're talking about?
Well, that's what this is all about. That's why I called you here. Take a look at these.
What are they?
They're letters that Dee Dee sent to her family talking about what a wonderful time she and Beau were having in Europe for those 2 years.
So?
So, each one of them is postmarked and dated. We now have an exact chronological list of where they were and what they did. This is great.
Well, what good is it going to do us?
See, I had this idea. Some photographic paper has got the date right there on it. You can't see it with the eye, but you put it in the solution and the date will come out. Well, if we're in any luck, this original photo that we found in Wellesley Hall will have that date on it. And very shortly, we should be able to find out when exactly Beau was being held captive in Wellesley Hall.
Get out of my house and get out of my life!
I'm not going anywhere until we talk this over.
There is nothing more to discuss. I didn't even want you to know I was pregnant.
Why not?
Because it doesn't concern you.
Damn it! If I'm the child's father, I have a right.
If you are the father, are you calling me a liar?
No. But what were you gonna do? Come up with some story like you and Steve conceived the baby before he was attacked and went into a coma?
Oh, I know you would like to think that I'm that cold and calculating, but I really haven't thought about this. Although your idea, it could be true. I mean, we got together only a few weeks after Steve was attacked. He doesn't have to know the date of conception. He wouldn't care. He'd be so happy that I was pregnant.
You don't understand my point. If you're carrying my child, it's my responsibility, not Steve's. I'm the one that should take care of supporting him. I'm the one that should care for him like a father.
Oh, save me, your knight in white shining armor.
Just
I
how
don't need your
easy do you
pity.
think this is gonna be? Facing Steve every day with this lie between us.
Well, you don't have to. Because when Steve gets well, we're taking our children and leaving Lambview for good.
Mean it?
Oh, yes, I do.
No. Steve will not leave Lambview again.
If he thinks it'll make me happy, he will.
No. Even if you get him to believe that this child is his. He knows Al belongs to me. Now, he was willing to fight over custody, but he still wants me to be part of Al's life.
That's if you really think he believes your act that you care about Al.
I do, damn it!
No, you don't. You only care about yourself. You put on a very good act today, but we all know how you really feel about Al. That was evident the day you threw both of us out of your suite.
I didn't throw you out. I made you move back here because you were fabricating this happy little fantasy that you, me, and Al were going to be one big happy family.
And that would just cramp your style, wouldn't it?
I'm not going to stand here and rehash this one more time. What I want is you to stop this nonsense about taking off with my son and my future child.
All right. I'll tell you what we're going to do. If we stay in Lambview, I won't stop you from seeing Al. But if you try to be anything else but an uncle to the child I'm carrying, I swear to you, you will never see me or Steve or either of your children again.
You really hate me that much?
No. I love you, in spite of everything that's happened. But you have made it so painfully clear to me that I can never have you. So I am making it plainly clear to you now. You can never have either one of your children.
Why did Rob even come down after me anyway? Better yet, Renee, why can't he just leave me alone?
Because he still cares for you. He still loves you.
Renee, I wish that were true.
Darling, trust me. I know all the signs.
If he loved me, then why did he marry Joanna and dump me?
Well, darling, I can't explain everything that's in his heart. I mean, he knows best about that, but my instincts tell me that he loves you more than life itself.
Well, he has a very strange way of showing it.
Oh, honey, I know you're hurting. I know you're hurting from being jilted, but I just have this feeling that he did what he did for a good reason.
Like what?
I don't know. I have an idea. Why don't you ask him?
Oh, I did. I talked to him the whole way home from Atlantic City. Renee, he would not open up and talk to me.
Well, maybe he needs some time.
No. I am not going to put my whole life on hold anymore. I'm going to stop treating this like it's some kind of fairy tale and wait around for the happy ending. It's over.
Well, darling, you have to do what you have to do, but I want to tell you this. I'm glad that Rob insisted you not go looking for that Jake character.
What are you saying?
Cassie, I think you should drop this case.
But why?
Because if I'm right, Bo paid off Jake to say that I owed him money, and he also paid off Kaiser to lie about the Dan riding in Skiptown.
No. Now, wait a minute. These are all facts for us to keep digging until we come up with the truth.
Nope. It's becoming very clear to me that Bo is trying to turn his father against me, but also, whatever's going on, it's something bigger than we thought at first, and a lot more dangerous.
I've been going through these dates of the postcards that Dee Dee sent. They start the beginning of 1987 through January 1988.
Oh, I think we may have hit pay dirt here. Quick, do me a favor, find that letter from Munich, all right?
It's right here.
Got it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it say something about Christmas in there?
Yeah, it says how much of a wonderful time they're having and how beautiful Munich looks at Christmas time.
Oh, bingo. We
What's
got
the
it.
date?
Right here. November 1987.
Now, if our theory is right about Bo being held captive in Wellesley Hall when this picture was taken, and this is dated November 1987, how could Bo have been in Munich at Christmas time with Dee Dee?
Exactly my point. Somebody is lying.
But why would Dee Dee lie about something like this?
I don't know about Dee Dee. I only met the woman a few times before she met Bo in Europe. But Vicky and Clint are always telling me that it was totally out of character for her to leave Bo for another man. They said it's not at all like the woman that they knew and loved.
Yeah, but Bo's not the guy everybody knew and loved.
Yeah, no, but I'm thinking, if Lord Henry was holding him in some kind of a dungeon for any kind of time, that's got to change a man, right?
Yeah, but how does that explain him being so buddy-buddy with Lord Henry?
Yeah, right. And why would Bo do anything to deliberately hurt Asa, right? That's assuming that Renee is telling us the truth and that she's not the one who drugged Asa originally.
And what's Dr. Bruner's involvement in all this?
I don't know. You don't think they were brainwashing Bo for some reason, do you?
Well, that's as good a theory as anything else we've come up with. But what about Dee Dee? I mean, how long has Pete been in Europe looking for her?
About a month now.
We've got to find her somehow. She's the key to this, Cord. I just know it.
Yeah, she is. She's about the only person who can solve this mystery for us. That is, assuming she's still alive.